Yeah, Donovan, I know you got a game to play here, but could you just maybe reflect a little bit on your growth this season and how you think you have come along, even though you've had some, bumps in the road with, having to maybe fight through bumps and bruises and things like that. But just how do you think this season has gone for you?
Definitely with some ups and downs, and with that, I feel like I learned a lot. So now it's just about continuing to grow, continuing to get better.
Like for you, when you're week in and week out sitting down with the coaches and you guys are like going through film and stuff like that, just what's maybe the one or two things that have been a common theme where you have really been focusing on trying to elevate and get to the next level with your game?
Really, just the little things, the details, the awareness, continue to make the big plays. My mindset is I want to make every big play that comes my way. So I really hold myself to that standard.
Thanks, Daryl. Matt Fontana will go to you.
Yeah, Donovan, you've been around Baker Mayfield a little bit now. When is he at his best? Like, what do you think is something that Baker, like when you see him doing a particular thing, what makes him so good?
When he's out there free, when we all playing together, we're all in sync. That's with everybody though.
And then specifically with that wide receiver room, you guys had, again, like so many positions, COVID in and out. How do you think that room has really come together this season?
We've definitely come together. As a brotherhood, I know, we've gotten way, way closer this year. With the COVID and with the ups and downs, we had to lean in on each other and, grow from each other, learn from each other. So I definitely think, our relationships have definitely grown this whole year.
Thanks, Matt. Our next question will be from Dan Lobby.
Hey, Donovan, kind of continuing down that road of what Matt was asking you. Jarvis Landry, you've been with him now for a couple of years. What has he sort of meant to your development and kind of, learning how to be in the NFL?
Really everything. He's definitely a great. I can look at his game, I can talk to him, and he's always giving pointers. Not just even with football, life things. He's got a lot of insight. He's been here for a long time, got a lot of experience, and he just does things the right way.
And then I wanted to ask you about Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome. I know you've had opportunities to go against them in training camp and practice. What makes them difficult for a receiver? Why are they so good at what they do?
Very athletic. They're not the biggest, but they're very quick and very fast, and can get really in and out of their breaks very efficiently. So that's what makes them the best.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Dan. Nate Ulrich is next.
I was actually thinking of asking you about Jarvis Landry too. So just kind of as a player and what do you think of when you think of Jarvis Landry?
Tough, accountable, definitely a leader for the team, for the receiver group. Just somebody you can rely on, And for me, like a mentor, a big brother figure.
We haven't talked to him in a while. It was around Thanksgiving. He did a charity event, a fundraiser, or like a turkey drive, actually. And he was saying that, obviously it hurt when Odell left. How have you seen him throughout the season kind of deal with that? And, do you think it's weighed on him this year?
I mean, everybody, kind of deals with things, and he's found ways to go out there and put his best self on the field for his teammates, and you can't respect him. I just had the most respect for him.
Thanks, Nate. We'll go to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Donovan. The receiver room went through that one big change at midseason with OBJ. How tough is it knowing that it might go through a lot more in this offseason, right? You'll be back, but you don't know who else will be back with you.
Like Coach says, teams change every year from year to year. You never know who's going to be there next. So you kind of just roll with, who you got, make adjustments, make corrections, and really just keep moving forward with anything.
And when you said you learned a lot this season, what would you say is maybe the biggest takeaway? Something you said, okay, I got this in year 2 that I'll take with me to year 3.
It's so many different things. Really just a combined experience of having, that year 2 under your belt. you know, like I said, there were many ups and downs for the team, many ups and downs for me this year. And, you know, that not only taught me a lot about myself, but, you know, what I have to do going forward.
Thanks, Scott. Let's go to Cam Justice.
Hey, Donovan, mentioning the players maybe not coming back and getting some new guys in next season, and you going into your third year and having that mentorship leading up to that, do you feel like the work that you've been able to get in here with the Browns and the mentorships that you've been able to develop with your teammates has allowed you to maybe take on that leadership role next season and moving forward? And what about what you've been able to experience here in Cleveland makes you feel like you could do that, if so?
You know, I've definitely been blessed to be around a lot of good leaders, a lot of good people that I can learn from. And, you know, all I'm here to do is just continue to get better and share my knowledge with other people. So, you know, at any given time, I'll be ready for, you know, whatever.